In 2001, Halo explodes on the Xbox and a gaming revolution is born. 3 years later, the next chapter shatters sales records and redefines multiplayer gaming. Now, as we prepare for the thrilling conclusion of the Halo trilogy, we take a revealing look back at how it all began. This is the story of a small company with colossal ambitions, who created an icon for a new generation of gamers. This is the history of Halo. In 1972, Pong brings gaming to the masses. 20 years later, the classic game is revitalized by a college student, Alex Seropian.
It was a Macintosh version of Pong, originally titled Gnop, which was just Pong backwards.
While Gnop doesn't shake the foundations of gaming, it does mark the appearance of a company called Bungie.
I decided that I really wanted to have my own business. I had done a lot of programming, I was really into games, so I thought, well, gee, this sounds like a great idea. I'll try to make a game and sell it.
President Bush says the Soviet proposal to end the war is unacceptable.
Alex soon meets a classmate named Jason Jones, who shares his passion for gaming.
They were literally making games in a basement in Chicago, programming and designing and doing everything themselves, the sound, the scripts, even the packaging.
We did a game called Pathways into Darkness, which was an adventure game. It was a single-player game. It was the first 3D texture map game on Mac. And that was the first project that sort of met with commercial success. That made us enough money that we could start paying a few people. That's when we got a real office.
Bungie sets up shop in Chicago in 1993, and their office space isn't the only thing they expand. For their next game, they plan to reach an even bigger audience.
Jason and I were talking about, why aren't we picking the low-hanging fruit, you know? We shouldn't give anybody a reason not to buy our game. Like, there's no reason to make something less accessible. Marathon was really a great answer to that.
Marathon really established a world with mood and atmosphere. It really gave you a sense that you were participating in this adventure. It really used the first-person perspective to tell a story and to engage you in a world.
I don't think we really knew how important net play was going to be until we set that up and took it to Macworld, let people just walk up and play it. And there were just lines on the machines. People just wanted to play it because it was so fun.
The company really hit the limelight with Marathon. This was around the Doom period, and this was the Mac alternative to PC's Doom. And in a way, it was a more sophisticated game.
Marathon was successful on a lot of levels. It did sell a lot of units. We did 3 versions of Marathon on the Mac.
The Marathon games propelled Bungie to superstar status in the Mac world, and now the Chicago-based company will set their sights on a new market. But this change in direction will also lead to division among their most dedicated fans.